Welcome to the deep dive.
Glad to be here.
So today we're digging into a stack of sources all about, well, finding joy in solitude, and specifically how the LPot community is championing this idea.
That's right. And these materials, they offer a pretty interesting angle. They're unpacking the core ideas, the practical advice the LPot community is putting forward.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission really is to get a handle on how these sources frame being alone, shifting it from something negative.
It's something valuable. Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. Because the immediate thing jumping out isn't just like tolerating being alone, it's actively finding joy in it.
Absolutely. And the sources really stress how the LPot community is pushing to normalize that view.
Normalizing it. So it's not the backup plan, it's a path.
Exactly. A path to something, well, deeper, according to this material.
Okay, so how? How do they say you actually do that? Find the joy. There are practices mentioned, right? Like mindful walks.
Yes, exactly. Described almost like a moving meditation.
Moving meditation. Okay.
So it's not just, getting your steps in. It's about being fully present, engaging with what's around you without the usual distractions.
Right. Like putting the phone away for real.
Yeah, shedding the external noise, as they put it.
Okay. And then there's this idea of embracing the pause. I found that interesting. The sources mention that reflex we have.
Oh, yeah. To fill any quiet moment.
Instantly, grab the phone, turn on music, anything.
And what's key here, according to the sources, is resisting that. Just breathing, observing.
Letting the silence just be.
It's like training yourself, getting comfortable with stillness instead of, running from it.
And the third thing was intentional reflection, which sounds a bit more active than just letting silence be.
It is. Yeah. It's not just passive thinking. It's like actively checking in with yourself when you're alone, asking real questions.
Like what, for example?
Well, the sources give examples like, what actually brought me peace this week? Or maybe, what do I genuinely like about my own company right now?
Okay, so making the alone time count, making it purposeful.
Exactly. And these aren't just nice ideas. The sources explicitly link these practices to, well, outcomes, the joy you'll find, as one put it.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. What kind of joy are we talking about?
Things like a profound sense of inner calm, real emotional clarity.
So not just knowing you're feeling something, but actually understanding what it is without outside opinions muddying the waters.
Precisely. And maybe the biggest one is what they call authentic self-connection.
Going from being your own worst critic?
To being your own best friend, basically, your most trusted companion. The sources also suggest it fosters a greater appreciation for, simple things.
Okay, so pulling it all together.
Right.
What's the big message from the LPot community here based on these sources?
It seems pretty consistent. Solitude isn't empty. It's actually incredibly full. And the community is actively trying to help people see it that way.
Right. There was that quote,
Solitude is not the absence of life. It's the deep presence of you.
Yes. That's powerful. So the community, based on this material, is really trying to normalize this. Time alone means showing up for yourself.
Exactly. And another piece mentions there is power in stillness. There is healing in silence.
Framing it as a choice, then. A path to finding a quiet joy waiting for you, not in the noise of the world, but in the sanctuary of your soul. That's quite poetic.
It really is. It's encouraging you, the listener, to see that time alone as valuable. An opportunity, not something to dread. That shift, that seems central to the LPO community's angle here.
So recapping the stack, the picture emerging is clear. The LPO community, according to these sources, presents solitude when practiced mindfully, with reflection as a direct route to inner peace.
And self-connection, yeah. Not being apart from the world, but being deeply present within yourself. It's an active choice for your own well-being.
So here's something to think about, maybe chew on after this. What if? What if that real, true joy these sources talk about isn't actually out there, in the noise or the crowd, but it's waiting quietly inside that sanctuary you build for yourself?